All right, let's dive in. We're going to open up the playbook for something pretty new in the music world: how to take the tracks you're making with AI and actually turn them into a real professional career. This is all about going from prompts to paychecks. I mean, think about this for a second. The game has completely changed. You can literally type a simple text prompt, and AI can spit out melodies, rhythms, even fully produced songs that sound like they could be on the charts right now. This isn't just a new feature, it's a full-on creative revolution. But, it also creates a brand new problem, which is, how in the world do you get heard? When you've got thousands of AI tracks hitting the internet every single day, how do you get a producer or an A&R scout, someone who's heard it all, to stop what they're doing and actually listen to your stuff? How do you show them this isn't just a gimmick, that it's the real deal? Well, that's the exact playbook we're going to open up today. We are going step by step through a real strategy to get your music off your computer and into the hands of the people who can actually launch your career. So, first things first, we have to tackle the biggest obstacle right out of the gate. And it's not about the software you're using, it's about perception. It's what I call the AI stigma. A lot of people in the industry are, frankly, pretty skeptical. They might see AI as inauthentic or, even a threat to human creativity. The secret is all in how you frame it. You never ever pitch it as AI made this. No. Instead, you talk about how you use AI as a creative partner, as a tool. You're the director here. You're the curator. You guide the AI, you pick the best ideas it gives you, and most importantly, you add the human touch. Maybe that's layering your own vocals on top or tweaking a drum pattern so it feels, well, human. You're the artist. AI is just the newest instrument in your studio. Okay, so once you've got that mindset locked in, it's time to build your professional toolkit. Because before you even think about sending a single email, all of your stuff has to be absolutely perfect. In this game, preparation isn't just important, it's everything. And that preparation really comes down to three main pillars. First, you need a killer portfolio. We're talking your absolute best, most polished tracks. Second, a smart, well-researched list of people to contact. And third, a demo package that's so professional, it's basically impossible for them to ignore. For your target list, I'm going to give you a number. Aim for about 50 to 100 contacts. And please, don't just spray and pray. Do your homework. Look up A&R reps, those are the talent scouts at the labels, but also look at independent producers and sync producers, the folks who need cool new sounds for movies and TV shows. It's all about quality over quantity here. And this is what a real demo package looks like. It is way more than just sending an MP3 file. You need a cover letter, 3 of your best full tracks, in high quality please, and also 3 shorter radio edits for busy executives who only have a minute. You also need a simple one-sheet with technical info like the BPMs and some professional artwork. A package like this doesn't just say you're talented, it screams that you're a serious professional. All right, your pro package is ready to go? Now it's launch time. We're moving into the digital pitch. This is where your communication strategy becomes your absolute best friend, because we're going to craft messages that actually get opened. Your subject line is the very first hurdle. A subject like "check out my new song," that's going straight to the trash. But what about AI-generated pop track, ready for release? See the difference? It's professional. It tells the producer the genre, how it was made, and that it's ready to go, all in about 5 seconds. It makes them curious. It doesn't make demands. The email itself has to be just as smart. You start with a personal connection. Show them you actually know who they are. Then, state your value proposition. What's special about your music? After that, you need a clear, simple ask. And finally, you close it out with a professional signature that has all your contact info. Simple, direct, and respectful. This whole value-first idea applies to social media too. Please, don't be that person who just slides into the DMs with a link. You gotta warm up the connection first. On Instagram, like and comment on a few of their posts. On Twitter or X, maybe quote tweet something they said with an intelligent thought. On LinkedIn, send a personalized request that mentions their work. You build rapport before you ever ask for anything. So you sent your pitch. You might think the hard part's over, but no, now the real work starts. This is what separates the amateurs from the pros: the follow-through. It's a disciplined system of being persistent, using data, and handling rejection like a total veteran. A pro doesn't just wing it. They have a system, like this 3-touch method. After your first email, just wait about a week, maybe 10 days. Then send a short, valuable follow-up. Don't just say checking in, maybe share a link to a new track. Wait again. Then you can send one last, very polite nudge.
The goal here is to be persistent, not to be annoying. There's a big difference. So how do you know if it's even working? Well, you should be aiming for about a 10 to 15% positive response rate. Now, if you're not hitting that, it's not a failure. It's data. It's just information telling you that you might need to tweak your subject lines, change your email, or maybe even rethink your target list.
And the only way you know your numbers is by tracking everything. A simple spreadsheet just like this one can be your mission control. It shows you who you've messaged, what they said, and exactly when you need to follow up next. This is how you manage 100 contacts without losing your mind. Look, you are going to get rejected. A lot. It's just part of the game. But how you respond to that rejection says everything about you. A simple, graceful reply like this, it does more than just end a conversation. It builds your reputation as a mature professional, and believe me, it keeps the door open for your next project. And that brings us to the final chapter of the playbook, closing the deal. You did all the work, and a producer finally says yes. Okay, deep breath. Now it's time to handle that crucial conversation that turns their interest into an actual signed contract. At this stage, you can't be shy about talking business. You need to have a clear conversation about these 4 key points. Who has creative control? What are the financial terms? Who owns the rights and gets credit? And what's the exit strategy if things go south? And the absolute golden rule, get every single detail in writing. And really, this is what it all boils down to. The AI might be what gets your foot in the door, but it's not what's going to close the deal. The people who are truly going to succeed here are the ones who aren't just great with the tech, but who are also smart business people who master the human side of the music industry. So the question you should be asking yourself isn't just, hey, is my music any good? The real question is, am I ready for the business of music? This playbook gives you the strategy to say yes to that with confidence. Now, go get your music heard.